Hello everyone, welcome back to botany class. So in this video we are going to discuss what are the machinery and enzymes are involved in DNA replication, and then we are going to see the mechanism of DNA replication, right? First we will start with, already we started the DNA replication and we studied the experimental proof for DNA replication also, right? And before going to the mechanism of DNA replication, we will see what are the enzymes and machinery involved in this particular DNA replication, because the process of replication in living cells require a set of enzymes and some protein. So we will see what are the main enzymes and proteins required by the cell to carry out DNA replication, right? So we will see the machinery. So machinery and enzymes. So machinery and enzymes required for DNA replication. Okay. First one, the cell require template DNA. Template DNA. So template DNA nothing but the DNA which is to be replicated by the cell. Actually the double stranded DNA already present in nucleus. In that only single strand alone act as a template. Sorry, both strand only act as a template. Both strand act as a template for the replication of or the synthesis of new daughter DNA molecule, right? Now another one, it's a enzyme mediated process. Replication is require one main enzyme. The main enzyme is RNA dependent DNA polymerase. So DNA polymerase. So DNA polymerase. The enzyme is DNA dependent DNA polymerase, not RNA dependent, because this enzyme uses DNA as a template for the synthesis of new daughter DNA molecule or the synthesis of new DNA molecule. But if you take this DNA, if your DNA polymerase, like the prokaryotic cells, they have different type of DNA polymerase, and eukaryotic cells contain different type of DNA polymerase. So in prokaryote, it's a main polymerizing enzyme, right? In prokaryote, there are three different type of DNA polymerase are there. So DNA polymerase 1. So next one is DNA polymerase 2. And third one is DNA polymerase 3. So what is the difference between this DNA polymerase 1 and 2 and 3 meaning is? So these enzymes, they are having exonuclease as well as polymerase activity. Exonuclease as well as polymerase activity. But DNA polymerase 1, so in polymerase activity which add 1000 base pairs per second. Per second it add, which polymerase the synthesis of new strand. But the speed of reaction is 1000 base pair. But DNA polymerase 2, it add only 50 nucleotide per minute. Sorry, this is also minute, and 50 nucleotide per minute. And DNA polymerase 3, it add 2000 base pair. So 2000 base pair per second. So 2000 nucleotides per base pairs per second. So that the main enzyme which catalyzes the polymerization DNA replication in prokaryote is DNA polymerase 3. Similarly, eukaryotes. So there are 5 different type of enzymes are there, like alpha, beta, gamma, and delta, and epsilon. There are 5 different type of enzymes are found in eukaryotes. But in that, the main DNA polymerizing enzyme is DNA beta So DNA beta polymerase. The main replicating enzyme is beta DNA polymerase, right? But eukaryote DNA polymerase are 5 types are there. But the DNA polymerase, the main synthesizing enzyme is DNA polymerase beta. Whereas in prokaryote, there are 3 different type of polymerase are there. The replicating enzyme is DNA polymerase 3. Because DNA polymerase 3, which polymerase is the. So actually which polymerase is new strand in 5' to 3' direction. But the rate of polymerization is 2000 base pair per second. Okay, see polymerase 1 only 1000 base pair. Polymerase 2 it's a 50 nucleotide per minute. But here it's this enzyme catalyzes the, so the what is the rate of the how much fast to add nucleotide na 2000 base pair per second it will add. Okay, this is the main enzyme. So DNA polymerase enzyme. And next, other than polymerase, so the cell uses so another enzyme. So DNA helicase. DNA helicase. So DNA helicase, okay, we know that. So double stranded DNA, right? Double stranded DNA is there. But both strands are held together by hydrogen bonding here. But the cell uses only single stranded DNA as a template for the synthesis of new DNA molecule. So that the enzyme which break and unwind this double stranded DNA into single stranded one is DNA helicase. DNA helicase also, this you can simply say DNA unwinding enzyme, which break the hydrogen bond and unwind the double stranded DNA helix and leave single stranded DNA. That enzyme we are calling as DNA helicase. So another the protein is here single strand binding protein, SSB, single strand binding proteins. So SSBs or SSBP also you can say, single strand binding protein. So these are the protein. So when the DNA helicase unwind the double stranded DNA, that time the single stranded DNA are stabilized by this particular protein, single strand binding protein. And another enzyme is DNA gyrase, sorry, topoisomerase. So DNA topoisomerase. So when the DNA helicase unwind DNA, that time the supercoils may be developed. The supercoils in that particular DNA machineries or DNA molecule is relieved by DNA topoisomerase. The same enzyme in prokaryote, the enzyme name is called so DNA gyrase. So in eukaryote, so DNA topoisomerase, but in prokaryote the enzyme name is called DNA gyrase. And another one, so RNA primase. For synthesis of for DNA replication, cell require short RNA primer. That primers are synthesized by this RNA primase. And other than this, what enzymes or machineries required now? So the cell require 4-deoxynucleotide triphosphate. So this 4-deoxynucleotide triphosphate, they serve as a substrate for synthesis of new DNA and also which act as the energy source. Like what are the 4-deoxynucleotide now? So deoxyadenosine triphosphate, deoxythymine triphosphate, deoxyguanine triphosphate, deoxythymine triphosphate. So the cell require this one, and also the cell require so Mg2 plus ion as a cofactor. Mg2 plus is a cofactor for DNA polymerase enzyme. Okay. So these are the machineries and enzyme needed by the cells to replicate its DNA. Okay. So because for replication of DNA, the living cells uses set of the enzymes and proteins. So what are the enzyme protein? We can recall it. It requires first one, what machinery require? Template DNA. So based on template DNA only, the cell they produce it produce exact copy. Here already the nucleus contains double stranded DNA. The double stranded DNA unwind and form single stranded DNA. The both strand act as a template for the synthesis of new daughter DNA molecule. Now enzyme is very important. Enzyme is DNA polymerase. We can say DNA dependent DNA polymerase also, because this is a DNA replication is polymerization reaction. The polymerization reaction is catalyzed by DNA polymerase, because this enzyme uses single stranded DNA as a template for the synthesis of new DNA, so that the enzyme also called as DNA dependent DNA polymerase. In prokaryotic there are 3 types of DNA polymerase are there, and eukaryote there are 3 different type of polymerase are there. Other than this, other enzymes, what are the enzymes are involved? DNA helicase, DNA unwinding enzyme, and single strand binding protein SSBP, and DNA topoisomerase. In eukaryote the enzyme is DNA topoisomerase. Prokaryote the enzyme is DNA gyrase. And another one is DNA primase. Primase which synthesis RNA primer. RNA primer nothing but short stretch of RNA molecule which consists of a few base pair length up to maximum 14 to 15 base pair length. So these primers are required by RNA polymerase to initiate the DNA replication. So that primers are synthesized by RNA primase, and also require 4 deoxynucleotide triphosphate. So these nucleotide triphosphates serve as a substrate for polymerization reaction, and also for polymerization reaction require energy. The energy also provided by this deoxynucleotide triphosphate, like deoxyadenosine monophosphate, deoxycytosine triphosphate, adenine triphosphate, and deoxyguanine triphosphate, and deoxythymine triphosphate. Okay, see here the type of nucleotide found in DNA RNA molecules, they are present in monophosphate form. So monophosphate form only they are present. But during synthesis, the cell require the triphosphate form, because remaining 2 phosphate contain high energy. The phosphate will break and provide energy for the polymerization reaction, right? So next we will see the mechanism of DNA replication. I think you are clear with what are the machineries and enzyme needed by the cell to carry out DNA replication, right? Next we will see the mechanism of DNA replication, right? And the very important enzyme is here is DNA dependent DNA polymerase. So the enzyme which catalyzes the polymerization of or synthesis of new DNA molecule, okay, DNA dependent and DNA polymerase, right? So this enzyme, okay, is in prokaryote, the enzyme they have ability to polymerize. So how many nucleotide per seconds now? 2000 base pair, okay. So that you can see in E. coli, if you take E. coli is a prokaryotic one. So E. coli is prokaryotic one. The genome of E. coli is how much the size of the DNA is 4.6 and 24/6 base pair. So this much the size of DNA is replicated within 38 minutes by DNA polymerase 3. So which enzyme will catalyze in prokaryote? DNA polymerase 3. So whereas the actual polymerizing enzyme in eukaryote is DNA polymerase beta. Okay, so DNA polymerase 3 enzyme. So the rate of polymerization is 2000 base pair per second. So the E. coli genome size is 4.6 into 10⁶ base pair. So this much DNA is replicated within 38 minutes by the DNA polymerase 3. DNA polymerase 3 will replicate, right? So next we will see the mechanism of replication and the replication process. What are the main steps involved in replication? We will see one by one. The replication complete in some major steps. Okay, we will see the first step. First, the replication is initiated at a specific site or specific region of DNA molecule. The specific region you can call it as origin of replication. The specific site name is called origin of replication, right? So DNA replication begins at a particular region of DNA. So the particular region you can call it as origin of replication. So because it is a basic requirement, so because where they have to start, that is the first requirement of the basic requirement, and the cell, in cell during duplication or replication process, the process began at particular point. That particular point we are saying that origin of replication. For example, you see in prokaryote we are having only single origin of replication. Prokaryotes, they have only single origin of replication. Single origin of replication. So whereas eukaryote, so they are having several thousand origin of replication. There are several replication. So several thousand origin of replications are there. So there are several thousand origin of replications are there. So in prokaryote, so the replication site is, origin of replication is only single site where the replication began, and the complete genetic material, the DNA is duplicated or replicated, right? So whereas if you take eukaryote, they are having several thousands of origin of replication, because in many places the replication began and the complete genome also replicated or it's a duplicated, right? This is the first one, okay, origin of replication, okay. So prokaryote na only single, eukaryotes na they are having several origin of replication, right? So next one is the activation of nucleotide triphosphates. So deoxyribonucleotides. So second one, activation of deoxynucleotide triphosphate. So nucleotide triphosphate. So this deoxynucleotide triphosphate, so before cell division, because these materials are present in only cell cytoplasm. The cell require 4 different type of deoxynucleotide triphosphate. But the type of nucleotide found in the DNA molecule is, they are present in only in monophosphate form like AMP, CMP and GMP and TMP. So these are type of nucleotide found in DNA molecule. But the cell uses during polymerization, during replication, it requires the nucleotide deoxyribonucleotide in triphosphate form. It requires in triphosphate form. So why they require triphosphate form? Na? So this triphosphate, the nucleotide deoxynucleotide triphosphate, they have a dual. They are having dual function. One is they act as a substrate, and also they provide energy for polymerization reaction. That is the main function of. So the main function of nucleotide triphosphate is they act as a substrate for polymerization reaction. Substrate for polymerization. So another function is they provide energy. So energy for polymerization. So the substrate acts as a substrate for synthesis of new strand or for polymerization of nucleotide, and energy during polymerization require energy. That energy provided by this one. Okay. So before before beginning of nucleotide, the DNA replication, so these the nucleotides, the monophosphate forms are get activated into triphosphate form. We will see. So where it's get activated in cell cytoplasm. Okay. So which enzyme which activate this particular one? The enzyme name is called phosphorylase. Okay. You see here. So deoxyadenine monophosphate is there. So deoxy guanine monophosphate, deoxycytosine monophosphate, deoxythymine monophosphate. So this all these nucleotide in the presence of 2 H3PO4 in the presence of enzyme phosphorylase, the presence of enzyme phosphorylase, and with the help of ATP. So these are get activated into triphosphate form, like deoxyadenosine triphosphate, deoxyguanosine triphosphate, deoxycytosine triphosphate, deoxythymine triphosphate, right? So this is the activation. So once they are activated, and they will take part in the synthesis of DNA molecule, or they take part in the DNA replication process. Okay, because the cell required during replication it uses nucleotide in triphosphate form, and the type of nucleotide found in DNA is monophosphate form, right? So once it's get activated, and then they take part in DNA replication. Okay, we will see now the unbinding of DNA helix. Third step is unbinding of DNA helix. So double stranded, the parental DNA is double stranded one, right? So double stranded or double helix, like you can see here. So double helix, both strands are held together by hydrogen bonding, right? In between two strands, hydrogen bonding is there. But this unbinding, because before beginning up, because the cell uses only single stranded DNA as a template for synthesis of new daughter strand. Okay. So which one they unbind this one? So the enzyme name is called DNA helicase. DNA helicase. So they bind, and this they unbind this DNA, unbind this double stranded DNA and leave single stranded DNA molecule. Okay, for example, you can see here, these are one strand, another strand is here. The polarity of one strand is 3' to 5', another strand is 5' to 3', right? 5' to 3'. So the DNA helicase enzyme won't bind here. The helicase enzyme is the won't bind, and this which unbind the double helix and leave single stranded DNA. How it leaving now? By breaking hydrogen bond in between them. So this DNA helicase it require energy. So it is a ATP dependent one. The ATP will provide energy for unbinding of this double helix into single helix by DNA helicase. Okay, it's DNA helicase. So now what will happen is, now the DNA helix are unbinded. Again, there is a chances for rejoining of this unbinded DNA. So that what will happen is, next another set of protein. The protein name is called single strand binding protein. So go and bind with this unbinded strands of DNA and stabilize them. These are like you see, because if you leave as such, what will happen is again they can reunion or they rejoin and they form double stranded DNA. So this single strand protein they go and bind and they unbind this particular, so they stabilize this single strand, the single strands of protein. Which protein? So single strand of DNA. So which one stabilizing? Single strand binding protein. They will go and bind and they will keep together. Okay. So and next what will happen is during replication. So due to this unbinding process, because unbinding of double helix by DNA helicase, the supercoil get developed on the end of DNA opposite to replication fork. Okay, see here the DNA helicase breaking and leaving single stranded DNA by breaking hydrogen bond and looking the structure looking like Y-shaped structure. This Y-shaped structure you can call it as replication pore. Replication pore. And the direction of helicase movement is like this. They will keep on, they will break and unwind this double helix and leave single stranded DNA. So what will happen is it keep on breaking and moving, because this it's not a, it's a DNA is linear but somewhat coiled one. It's a helix nature, helix structure. So due to unwinding of this double helix by DNA helicase, the supercoils get developed at the on the end of DNA opposite to replication pore. Okay, see, so this is the replication pore. So opposite to replication pore, here the supercoils will develop. Supercoils will develop. So for example, it takes if you are having one thread, so the thread consists of many minute threads. If you separate that one, what will happen? We can separate for some time, and after that what will happen, where the separation taking place, there the supercoil will, tension will develop. So tension will develop. Like this when during unwinding also, here supercoil will develop at the end of DNA opposite to replication pore. And this tension or supercoils are relieved by, so which enzyme relieves now? So DNA topoisomerase. DNA topoisomerase, which relieve these supercoils which develop at the end of DNA opposite to replication pore. But in prokaryote, the enzyme, in eukaryote, the enzyme is DNA topoisomerase. In prokaryote, the enzyme name is called DNA gyrase. DNA gyrase. Keep it in mind. Prokaryote, the enzyme is DNA gyrase. Prokaryote enzyme is DNA topoisomerase, whereas in eukaryote the enzyme is DNA topoisomerase. These two enzymes, they are functioning, right? So the supercoiling relieving enzyme, I think I told somewhat wrongly. Then eukaryote, the enzyme name is called DNA topoisomerase. In prokaryote, the enzyme name is called DNA gyrase. Topoisomerase are absent in prokaryote, so that the DNA has topoisomerase activity in prokaryote, right? So now like this they will unwind. So the single strands are now stabilized by single strand binding protein, right? So next one is, what will happen is, you see here, so unwinded there, like this we are getting replication pore will form like this, right? So one strand is 3' and 5'. 5' to 3'. And for during replication, the polarity of template strand is, so template strand polarity is, so which polarity in the strand acts as a template now? Always DNA strand with the polarity 3' to 5' act as a template. Because why the DNA, the strand with polarity 3' to 5' acting as a template now? DNA polymerase read the nucleotide only in 3' to 5'. So in that directional relax. The polarity of template strand is always 3' to 5'. And which direction DNA synthesis occur? The new strand is this. New DNA strand is this in direction of 5' to 3' direction. So the DNA polymerase reading in the direction. The new strand is this by in 5' to 3' direction, right? So next, after binding up, what will happen is the formation of primer strand. So we know that there is one enzyme, RNA primase. The primase, this is short oligonucleotide of RNA. The short oligonucleotide of RNA, you can call it as RNA primer. So the RNA primer, so it's required by the DNA polymerase, because the DNA polymerase cannot initiate the or cannot begin the DNA replication process. For initiation it requires, so for the initiation of DNA synthesis or replication, the DNA polymerase requires short RNA primer that is synthesized by RNA primase enzyme. So this synthesized RNA primer go and bind with the complementary bases present in the DNA molecule. Okay. So once, and then they form, so DNA and RNA primer hybrid will form. Okay, the strand is then So actually now once they join it here, short primer strand up, then the replication process began by the DNA polymerase. So now what will happen is the DNA polymerase enzyme. Okay, see the polarity of RNA primer is 5' to 3'. Here also 5' to 3'. But here, and after binding of RNA primer, the DNA polymerase enzyme go and bind and initiate the DNA synthesis. But here there are two template strands are there, and the synthesis of DNA molecule in both template is catalyzed by only single DNA polymerase enzyme. Single DNA polymerase only, which catalyzes the synthesis of new DNA in both strand. The synthesis catalyzed by only one DNA molecule. But this DNA dependent DNA polymerase catalyzes the polymerization only in one direction, that is a 5' to 3'. So because this process creates some additional complication at the replication port, what will happen is, so in replication in both strand, because both strand are catalyzed by only single enzymes only, no. In replication is continuous on one template strand with polarity to 3' to 5'. Okay, see this template polarity is 3' to 5'. Here the replication began like this. So it will read, the enzyme will forward move. They will read bases here like adenine, thymine, guanine. So based on that it will add and polymerize the nucleotide. If adenine is there, they will add complementary base. Thymine is there, it will add adenine. So guanine, like this the strand synthesis continuously. So in the template strand with the polarity 3' to 5'. But what will happen is in opposite strand the replication is discontinuous in form. So discontinuous na. So here one fragment will synthesis, and here one fragment like that. So many fragments will synthesis. So this continuous, where this continuous synthesis is taking place, this particular strand you can call it as leading strand. Leading strand, the DNA replication occurs continuously, whereas in opposite strand DNA synthesis occurs in discontinuous manner. This strand you can call it as lagging strand. This strand name is called lagging strand. Actually, in lagging strand, the DNA synthesis occur, or only the DNA synthesis in fragments only they are synthesized, discontinuous manner. So these fragments are, you can call it as Okazaki fragments, because these are discovered by, studied by scientist Okazaki, so that the short fragments which synthesized in discontinuous manner in a lagging strand you can call it as Okazaki fragments. Okay, like this the enzyme will move forward and they polymerize the complete the whole length of the DNA molecule, right? So once the replication is over here, what will happen is, like this they will read, okay, one by one they will add new nucleotide, right? So one replication is over, like you see, once replication is completed here, the both strands are like this. Like this is one strand, this is another strand, this is one template for 3' to 5', this is another template 5' to 3'. And here the continuously the DNA strands are synthesized, right? So leading strand 3', and here discontinuously the strands are synthesized 3', 5', right? And here there is a one short segment of RNA primer. Finally, what will happen is, so other type of RNA polymerase, they will degrade and remove this RNA primer. And I told an DNA polymerase has exonuclease as well as polymerization activity. So exonuclease, what will happen is they will cut and they degrade this RNA primer from this particular DNA segments. They will remove, and a DNA ligase enzyme, join these DNA fragments, the discontinuous fragment, and form one single strand. Okay, you see here also one single strand is there. So this is a one DNA, parental DNA, now replicated into two daughter DNA molecule. So in out of two daughter DNA molecule, so one DNA is a parental strand, another one is newly synthesized. Here also one is newly synthesized, another one is parental. So the type of replication here is it's a semi-conservative one. So in prokaryote, so actually prokaryote, during time of cell division the replication will take place, right? But in eukaryote the replication takes place during S phase of cell cycle or before cell division. The replication of DNA and cell division cycle should be highly coordinated in eukaryotes. So if you see during S phase the cell cycle, during S phase of cell cycle DNA is replicated. If the failure of cell division, once the DNA replicated, that cell failed to divide, what will happen is result the cell with polyploidy condition, because in single cell contain more amount of chromosomes or more amount of or 2 copy or more copy of genetic material, I think. So that's all about DNA replication. I hope that you understood the topic, right? And we will see up to this I will end up this video, and we will see in another topic in the next video. Thank you.